good morning, everybody. Welcome back inside the Valley Health and Wellness Center here in Port Colborne. I'm Alec Murray alongside Noah Vogel. We're back for day 2 of the 2024 National Para Hockey Championships here in PC, and we're just as excited. Noah, great hockey yesterday. Great 6 games of hockey yesterday, capped off with maybe the best game of the day between New Brunswick and Manitoba. We're coming back today, and for the second time in this tournament, Noah, Manitoba's going to face Quebec Development. Quebec Development looking for a little bit of a different result than what they had yesterday. Yeah, a little bit lopsided yesterday. That 3:30 matchup between these two teams ended in a 10-1 score in favor of Manitoba, who, like you said, played a hard-fought match last night against that really strong New Brunswick team and sits currently at 1-1, looking to make that 2-1. And for Quebec Development, just trying to get, a little bit of momentum built and try and have a bit of a stronger start. And they did in that first game they played. It was 1-1 after the first period, but again, they seem to have trouble keeping that through to the second and third period. And of course, players to watch out for on Team Manitoba is brothers, as we saw them put on a show yesterday with, a hat trick and a pair of goals. So we'll look to see more of the same in this one. Quebec Development just looking for their first win of the tournament, looking for some more offense, and really the story of their tournament, Noah, we've kind of talked about them on and off, has been their first periods have been pretty good, and then they kind of start to slide off the deep end a little bit. So we'll see if they can't get something going early and maybe hold on to a lead and help out their netminder. As here we go, a race for it into the zone, and able to get back in time to pick that up is Davies. Davies will wire that around to the near side boards. It's held in, though, by Manitoba. If you were unable to join us last night for our final game of day 1, we were able to get Jean Laponte with us on the broadcast booth. So he's actually the head coach of Team Quebec Development here. And if you have a chance, go back to the first 8 minutes of that game last night and listen to some of the words he had to say on what para hockey's become. He grew up, he played, he was a Team Canada, or is a Team Canada legend, and a lot of good things coming from him, and saying about how he's come full circle from his playing days now to getting to coach, and it's just very, very rewarding, and how happy he is to see how far that since he played that this sport has come. So great little interview there in the last game between Manitoba and New Brunswick, and if you want to listen to that, go back and check out about the first 8 minutes of that hockey game, as that'll be played up on the near side boards and wiped out along the near boards. Unable to get that puck through is Armbruster. He'll get it to his brother up top. I was speaking to Mr. Armbruster, so the father of these 3 fine gentlemen up top, as there's a centering pass wiped out on the far side just before we had face-off here this morning, Noah, and actually he's got 2 more of them. There's 5 of them. Wow. And they all play sledge hockey. So keep that name in the back of your head, because that's going to be a name to watch out for in the sledge hockey if you're from Manitoba, as there's a save right on from Logan Bilodeau. But it's just so interesting to see already 3 of his sons on this team, and 2 more awaiting in the wings as we take a look there. And Bilodeau able to find that loose puck and cover. Just an incredibly athletic family, and absolutely, certainly a lot of talent with these 3, and I expect very much the same for the other 2. Absolutely, still in the ranks. He says they live and breathe by it, and well, we could pretty much guess that based off their performances yesterday, as it'll be played up on the near side in a race for it. Here's Teal Roy trying to cut to the goal, and he'll spin back. Centering pass up top, just under the stick, heading to the goal of Vergy, and Quebec Development will spin it back as Seguin throws it up at center. Weens will turn it back into the zone. Manitoba quickly on it. Calderola, another set of brothers on this Manitoba team. Loose puck will be picked up by Quebec Development. Trying to spin back below the goal line. Intercepted. Manitoba holds the zone. Down below the goal line. Wrap around and tap. That puck's on the goal line. Reaching back and able to cover it is Elizabeth Bissalian, who's getting this start here early after looking for a little bit of a bounce back. Let's take a look. This one was pretty close.
Oh. Almost banking off the backside of Bissalian. And you talked about she had a bit of a rough one yesterday in this, prior matchup between these two teams, letting in 10 goals, but ended up getting pulled from the game. But it really wasn't all her fault. She made some really, really strong saves in that match, and certainly is why she's getting the start again this morning.
Absolutely. That one rang off the crossbar. As Manitoba pressuring here, it'll be picked up by Quebec Development as Theo Gallant will get it up at center. Pacheco fires it down in deep. That puck will bounce back out front. Look out! Could not get a shot off as Armbruster came back to pick it up, and here he goes up the far wing. Isaiah Armbruster, near side pass just out of the reach of Vint. Held in the zone by Vint, who gets run into. Turn back up at center. And Armbruster will sling it to the near side to his captain, Rosello. He couldn't reach that puck, and it's back down up the other way. And here they come. That shot on goal. Lunging stop is just off the glove hand of Bilodeau. Rolling puck back to the line. Good hold as Raft gets tied up at his blue line. And we have our first penalty coming of the morning. It's going to be a holding call. And let's take a look at the replay here.
Rosello just beat to the puck, got skimmed around, and
grabs
see that stick get a little bit under the sled and then continue with the grab. So an early power play chance for Quebec Development here. Only a little over 5 minutes into this first period. Going to try and build some momentum offensively, because so far it's been a lot of Team Manitoba in the offensive zone. And it was one thing that Quebec Development struggled with yesterday, was just really setting up any type of player advantage they had in their games yesterday. So we'll see if they can be a little more poised on offense and set this power play up.
Turned over, they're able to hold it into the zone. Manitoba is Armbruster, a shot. That one turned aside. Battle for it down to the near side corner. Good kill thus far for Toba. Fired around to the far side. Armbruster holds it in. Isaiah Armbruster lost the handle on it, able to hold it toward the front of the goal, and there's almost a turnover out front. Quickly turning it back up ice is Davies. And again, Armbruster just speeding by everybody. Here he goes. Look out. Could have caught too many men there along the far side benches. Quebec Development just able to avoid that, and I think they are going to call that icing on Quebec Development.
Yeah, it looked
lodged around that far board, Noah. And
yeah, and Rafat tried to get off for a change. He's going to have to come back on the ice, I believe, unless it wasn't. But yeah, off the icing. Just so much speed from those Armbruster brothers. They're able to pick up loose pucks before any other Quebec Development players. And, in a race for those loose opportunities, that they're going to be the ones to get there first.
Played around to the far side. It's Quebec Development having a hard hard time getting this puck out. It'll be picked up by White on the near side board. She's wiped out. Alyssa White had a good day yesterday for Manitoba. 3 goals in that first game. Added another point in that second game. 1-1 for Toba here in this tournament thus far.
And it's so impressive how Team Manitoba on the penalty kill is able to pressure with 3 players in the offensive zone.
Centering pass from Armbruster, swiped aside by Bisselion. There once again, Elijah Armbruster. As we're back to even strength as Rosello's out of the box. Armbruster gets hit along the far side boards, throws the puck up top. It'll be knocked out of the zone. And out at center, Rosello back for it for Manitoba. That one into the sled blade of Armbruster, who's back for it on the near side. Circling back on the near side, and Quebec will reset in their own zone. Thrown back in behind the Quebec net. Top on the near side, it'll leak out at center, and Armbruster back with it, met at center ice. That was a big collision. He's able to hold the puck. Looking up for his brother. What a job to get through a couple of Quebec defenders as it's lofted down to the far side. We're going to have a special guest, Noah. I know we talked about it yesterday, and we were both pretty excited to hear that Russ Harrington, the head coach of the men's para hockey team, and coming off a first place finish just a couple of days ago on a 2-1 win over the States in the final, is going to be joining us for our second game today at 11 o'clock. So we'll have a 3-man broadcast, and we are very, very excited. And of course, Russ is involved with York University hockey, and as well a big-time promoter of Team Canada and sledge hockey. So we are so thrilled and excited to be able to have Russ Harrington with us for an 11 o'clock game, Ontario and Quebec. And that's going to be a very, very highly anticipated game, Noah. We're going to have about 700 plus school kids in the building, plus the other regular fans and everybody who would be here. So it's going to be a great atmosphere, and that will face off at 11 o'clock. Ontario 1-0, only having 1 game yesterday. As here's Armbruster, shot, he scores! Elijah Armbruster just tucks it under the bar, and Team Toba strikes first here in day 2. They have a 1-0 lead, and it's just good work along the near boards, and he picks that glove hand.
Just so good, Manitoba. They always seem to have 2 or 3 players on each puck, and Armbruster picks Davies' pocket and breaks away with enough speed across the hash marks and just wires that shot. All 3 of those brothers, just such strong capabilities when shooting. It's so tough when they're able to get that puck up and over the shoulder at that velocity. It's almost unsavable if you're Bisselion in net for Quebec development.
Drawing the assist on the goal for Armbruster. Another one as that one thrown toward the net. Had a weird bounce out front. Good save there, Bisselion. On the far boards, they'll center that puck. It'll be a diving attempt to get it out. Now here we go. We got a race for it. Dupont on his horse on the far boards. He'll loft that in, blockered aside by the netminder Bilodeau. Played up on the near side boards and just out of the reach. Luck out. Big hit in the open ice, and it'll be fired back down in. Theo Gallant forcing the turnover. Dupont trying to get one toward the net, but it's skipping to the near side, and back for it is Team Manitoba. Calderola lost it at center, turned back the other way. Peyton Furry back in behind the net, around to the far side boards. 3 to go here in a fast-paced first period. 1-0 Toma. Big collision in the open ice. As going down hard is Calderola. Quebec Dev down low in the corner, trying to spin out of it. Gauthier has it along the goal line. He'll whip it back up top. Davies having trouble with it. Tied up on that far side board. A scrum around for that loose puck, and White trying to get it free. That one will be bounced toward the net, put wide to Bilodeau. Loose puck comes out front, and Gauthier couldn't pull the trigger. Back to the point it comes, held in. That one lofted wide of the goal. Bilodeau lunging for it, could not cover as that puck gets away from him. Not the Ramps shot, now a loose puck, side of the goal! Oh, how did that puck stay out? Wow, I don't know if Bilodeau got a stick on it or not. A wide open net, but that puck stays out of the back of the net.
I think Jared Weens made a diving play to block that shot off the awkward bounce. A great chance for Quebec Development.
Armbruster in the slot, bouncing puck on goal. Stopped by Veselian, and she will cover. Let's see if we have a look at that sequence in front of the Manitoba net with 1:38 to go. Let's take a look at it. So Bilodeau down and out on that near side. Wide open. Oh, you're right. He came back, and Jared Weens saves the tying goal with 1:30 here in this first period, Noah.
It was really a great response, Alec, from Quebec Development after going down 1. Had a lot of offensive zone time, kept the puck in at the blue line, which created that chance off the back behind the goal, off the really awkward bounce, and almost turned into the tying goal like you said. But Quebec Development's got to keep this up with just a little over a minute left, trying to take some momentum into the second period.
So again, it's close in the first period. Quebec Dev with another really good first period thus far, Noah. They've had chances, and Veselian's made a couple of big saves for them, but we know their struggles in this tournament have been period 2 and 3. And Manitoba, see if they have one last rush. Armbruster up at the logo. He's into the zone onside, fires it to the far boards. Delorier has it in the far corner. A minute to go here in the period. Up top, Armbruster, far circle. Nice move in, gets tied up, keeps it free. Armbruster fires and scores! Late period magic. Once again, Elijah Armbruster, he's got 2 in the frame, and Manitoba takes a 2-0 lead. Resilience for 18, and he finds the twine.
Good movement to find some space on the left-handed dots. Able to get just by the stick of Huno. And look at the strength to stay upwards, get that puck on the forehand, and fire it again in that top corner. You know, they defended well off that Quebec Development flurry of rushes and chances, and now they're rewarded with a goal on the other end and a 2-goal lead.
Just able to find a space up over top of that blocker, and that's a really, really big goal in the late stages. A tough one if you're Team Quebec Development. Under 10 seconds to go here in this first period of day 2. A late shot on goal, and Veselian with exactly 1 tick remaining on the clock. will hang on. Well, we knew coming in who would be problematic for Quebec development. And thus far, it stayed true. They'll drop the puck, and that will do it for our first period of play. Noah, again, Elijah Armbruster, problematic for the opposing team. He's got 2 in the first period. A little bit of a slower start for Manitoba. Another pretty good first period for Quebec development. It's how they're going to handle the next 2 periods.
Yeah, it's one thing that we learned from the first day is that the game for Quebec development doesn't really start until the second period. We'll see if they can continue to play strong in the next frame. Otherwise, Manitoba's going to take full advantage of it. And just like who you're seeing on your screen right now, Elijah Armbruster is going to be a handful, as well as his brother in crime. But like I said, it's going to be up to Quebec development whether they want to make this a game and continue, you know, putting some pressure on this Manitoba team. Otherwise, it's going to blow up in their face like it did the other day.
Well, some damage control to do for Quebec development heading into the second period. Elijah Armbruster has 2. Toba's up 2-0 after the first period. We'll step aside here in Port Colborne in day 2 of the 2024 National Para Hockey Championships, and we'll be back for period 2.
Are you ready to be a legend? It's time to storm the fortress. It's time to fight on the battlefield. Are you made for greatness? Writing history? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? To be a champion, ready to change the system. Can you start a revolution? This is your moment. Are you ready to fight? To be fearless? This is the time for joy, for greatness. Are you ready for this?
Your time is now. You're ready for your next big step. Niagara College is a proven leader among Ontario colleges. Our students are prepared to succeed and drive innovation locally and around the world. Our supportive student culture and state-of-the-art learning facilities help you achieve your dream. Choose academic excellence. Choose experiential learning. Choose career success. Choose Niagara College today. Visit niagaracollege.ca/apply.
I say the strength of the program is just its variety. Whether you're looking to go radio, television, or film, there's always something for everyone. And even inside those specific streams, there's anything you could possibly want. You could direct, you could do audio, you can tape cables down if that's what you like. There's always something for everyone.
This program not only prepared me with the vast skills of editing, television production, the foundations I really need, but I think it really provided me with a strong work ethic in order to complete programs, deadlines. You know, with live television specifically is one of those things where, you know, you don't have opportunities to take breaks. It's really that foundation to what the real world is like in the world of television.
The program does an amazing job of preparing us for real life. Hands-on cameras, hands-on like you're in a real radio station. Through 3 years, that's massive. And a lot of programs don't offer that, but the first day you're in NC, you're in the labs, you're on the radio, you're touching electronics, you're touching microphones, you're getting to know all the technology, and it's great. They really prepare you for that real life scenario, right? So as soon as you step out the door of NC, you can go work at a radio station, you can go work at a news station and know what to expect because you've been there before.
I love the facilities that we get to work in. I love that I get to, sit in this radio lab and look at these boards and be in the industry. Every day I come to school, I really feel immersed in my education.
I find the teachers here are very helpful. They do care about everything they do. They always try to push you in the right way to do better. And as long as you put some kind of effort into your work and show that you care, they will be behind you and support you to make sure you succeed.
I love my teachers. I think that they are the driving force of this program. I think they care about each student so much.
I think one of the big things that I take away from the college is really about the staff, the instructors, the professors that work here. They really care about the students and their success. And I think that really resonated for me when I was here and also when I left here, which is one of the reasons why I like to come back and kind of give back to the students that are here now.
We've had a ton of different opportunities and great opportunities. For example, Canada Games. I had an opportunity to do some play-by-play for that for baseball and volleyball. So that was a pretty cool opportunity for me. As well as doing the college sports games, I do a lot of play-by-play for that. Volleyball, basketball. So that's a really good opportunity. Some of the opportunities that I've got being part of the program.
The 1-1. And that ball's ripped into right center field. That'll get down, and that's going to get past the right fielder and roll all the way to the wall. Rounding third base is McDonald. He'll score. It's a double, and BC, just like that, is within one.
Forced turnover. Here's Stewart. Euro step to the basket. Reverse. Count it.
What a finish.
And the foul. Stewart, another turnover on Sheridan. Mitchell, heat check. She got it. Oh my, Taryn Mitchell.
Your time is now. You're ready for your next big step. Niagara College is a proven leader among Ontario colleges. Our students are prepared to succeed and drive innovation locally and around the world. Our supportive student culture and state-of-the-art learning facilities help you achieve your dream. Choose academic excellence. Choose experiential learning. Choose career success. Choose Niagara College today. Visit niagaracollege.ca/apply. Your time is now. You're ready for your next big step. Niagara College is a proven leader among Ontario colleges. Our students are prepared to succeed and drive innovation locally and around the world. Our supportive student culture and state-of-the-art learning facilities help you achieve your dream. Choose academic excellence. Choose experiential learning. Choose career success. Choose Niagara College today. Visit niagaracollege.ca/apply.
And welcome back inside the Valley Health and Wellness Center here on day 2 of the Natties. The 2024 Para Hockey Championships underway this weekend. Let's take a look at that first period and some chances for Quebec development. Another decent first period for them, Noah. They've had good first periods in this tournament. But again, the Armbruster brothers, this was very impressive from
very
the
good chances.
far
This was
side.
Following a couple, of good opportunities for Quebec development, but really it was Manitoba who kind of took over in the second half of that first period, and really on the back of Elijah Armbruster, who scored both of those goals in the first. Really some solo efforts after just gaining a little bit of space, and only a little bit is too much for Elijah Armbruster, and he showed that in the first period. And like you said, Quebec development had flurries. They looked okay in that first, but kind of what we expected was Manitoba to react really quickly. And now with a 2-goal lead, and we'll see if Quebec can maybe forge some more opportunities in this second frame.
That puck rolling on goal and turned in behind the net. Delorier has it below his own goal line, trying to fire that puck around the near side, but it's Armbruster holding the zone. Armbruster, Isaiah, nice move, near circle, fires on goal. That one hit a body out front, right through a flurry, and Bisseli unable to find it and hang on for the faceoff.
A lot of traffic. It was actually a really keen save from Bissali. Took a deflection in front, was still able to get the blocker on and collect the rebound.
Off the face-off, it'll be played up on the near side, but not out. We're going to get a hand pass blown down. And we'll get another face-off here just a minute in. If you're just joining us, welcome back for day 2, as they'll bring this face-off at center. He's Noah Vogel. I'm Alec Murray. We're with you pretty much all weekend. You're going to hear at least one of us on the broadcast throughout the rest of the weekend. As it'll be played up, could be a 2-on-1 developing for Quebec development, sliding it across right under the stick. There's a shot, diving across. What a save made! Bilodeau lunges to the far post, and he swipes it out. A 2-on-1 executed to perfection by Quebec Dev. What a play by Bilodeau in goal.
We've seen a couple of those sprawling saves from Bilodeau, just that extra movement and mobility he has without that front pad, and we saw it there, fully stretched out to get across to the captain of Quebec Development, Sharon Payot, who got robbed on that 2-on-1.
That puck will be into the zone, but they're offside. See, we have a look at that save from Bilodeau. Impressive stuff from the Manitoba netminder as both sides will make changes. Let's take a look on it. It's a perfect 2-on-1. Delorier slides it across.
Oh, just fully stretched out with the glove, able to get down and make that big save, which would have been huge for Quebec development. A goal early in this second period to make it just a 1-goal game kind of changes the tides in this match.
Gauthier shut down on it as it'll be played to the near corner. Last day of round robin here today as that puck on a fresh sheet is gonna roll just for icing on Team Manitoba. Well, sponsors, weekends like this don't happen without sponsors, Noah, and a lot of first-star sponsors here to kind of go through today. We want to give shout-outs to, we're going to try and get to most of the sponsors because we appreciate all the work they do. Algoma Central Corporation, one of the main sponsors for this weekend. Your marine carrier of choice. Algoma, thank you so much for your support this weekend. And again, all the other first-star sponsors and second-star sponsors we have this weekend. It's not possible without the support of the community. As we'll continue to roll through some other ones as we go along today throughout the broadcasts. And we actually just got word down in between period 1 and period 2 here that we might have a little special type of ceremony happening for Team Canada before the Team Ontario and Team Quebec game. I'm not going to say too much about it. A little bit of a teaser, but maybe a little bit of a special ceremony coming up before the 11 o'clock game, which is due up right after this one. So it'll be a very, very entertaining, very, very fun game here at 11 o'clock. As we mentioned, Dan Harrington, the York Men's University coach and Team Canada coach, will be joining us for the broadcast at 11, as that one will roll down the ice for icing on Team Quebec development. So a lot of fun, exciting things happening today in Port Colborne. And another full slate of 6 games last day of round robin before we get into quarters, semis, and then the finals on Sunday.
Still lots to be decided. Still 2 teams undefeated. Quebec.
3. Ontario.
Ontario as well. They only played the 1 game yesterday. They have 2 slated today. Them and Quebec development, the only 2 teams with 2, as well as Alberta, who only played that 1 game early in the morning where they were taken down by Quebec. But like you said, 3 teams still undefeated, 2 who are 2-0, Quebec and New Brunswick sit at the top of the leaderboard currently, also tied on goal differential, +9. So very, very tight near the top, and still lots to be decided.
That one slid across, loose puck side of the goal, and getting across and shutting it down is Elizabeth Biselli on great save from her. And we'll see Jacob LeBlanc in Team NB, 3rd game today, 1 o'clock against Quebec Dev. And let's take a look at that replay, Noah, and it's just a good pass across. A little bit of a loose puck. There's Armbruster looking for the Hattie, and Biselli, and for the time being, will hold him to just 2 with 10:50 to go here in the second period. That shot rings off the crossbar. A lofter right off the face-off. And it'll be sent down the ice. Henry Bergen motoring back for that puck, gets it up on the near side. Delorier, Armbruster across, White fan of the shot. Armbruster lays a heavy check down to that far side corner. He'll get it back to his brother at the point. Isaiah works the blue line, lofts it to the near side, rink wide. White picks it up, tried to go between the sled, lost the handle on it. as it'll be thrown around back up top, rolling in the slot. After it, can't get a grip as his stick caught in his jersey. His raft back to the point, just under the stick of Bergen, and Bergen will motor back to get it at the point. He holds the zone. And now they're going to be offside, and that will draw a whistle. Bergen, a good effort, just could not hold the zone. And with 9:30 to go here in period 2 and a 2-0 Toba lead, we'll get a face-off coming in the neutral zone. Wired down inside the Quebec zone. In after it on the far boards, and Calderola goes in hard. Can't find the puck. Davies plays it up on the far side. Back up, but not out. Held in the zone. Weens had a goal-saving lunge in period 1. Trying to get that puck out. It does come out, and it's sent right back into the zone, but once again, trapped offside, Manitoba. Face-off will leak out at center, and a race for it now. Here comes Team Quebec. Gauthier slides it over, and Davies is turned aside by Bilodeau. Rolling puck up to the slot, dishing it over, and it's going to be blown down. Hand pass is going to be called. Near linesman caught it. And that'll wipe a chance off the board for Team Quebec Dev.
A great opportunity in front of Bilodeau. Off the rebound, able to recollect on the near side corner, and that puck just squeaking out. Davies trying to lay it off for his teammate Gauthier in front, and a chance taken away off the hand pass call.
Played around to the far side boards. It'll be settled down by Team Manitoba. There's a big hit into the boards. Is going in hard, Calderola. That puck played around to the near side. Racine tried to throw one out front. That one rolls off a stick, getting back to the point to hold it. Missing it, coming in to save it though, and hold the zone is Raymond for the time being. Weens will play it off the boards and down the ice. Could spring Roy, but it's right on net. And that will go just for icing on Team Manitoba. Face-off, one back, jumping in at the point to hold the zone. In doing so is Diot. Now it'll be thrown back down the ice. Caught there by Caleb Davies. Davies, high loft pass, rink wide into the Manitoba zone. Weens will flip it up at center. Rolling after it is Teal Roy. Roy trying to cut the edge. He's bothered off the puck. Good job by Dupont on the back end. Roy able to hold possession still. Dupont comes back in to throw it to the far boards. Here comes Armbruster again. Around to the far side. Armbruster battling for that puck down low. Good play by Team Quebec as Dupont again able to stick him off. And he'll throw it around. That rolling puck will get out. Now he'll race for it on the far side. Gallant got there first, but was upended. And it'll be turned back the other way by Toba. Calderola. And there's a high shot off the blocker. Score! Bernard Rosello let it fly just inside the blue line. That one knocks off the blocker and rolls just behind the goaltender Biselian, who would like to have that one back. But again, it's just lofting one on net. Biselian got a piece of it, not enough. As that one rolls into the back of the net, and it's 3-0 Toba.
Some great strength to get the speed on that puck, and just trying to stick it down was Biselian in net and didn't get all of herself behind it. So we got a 3-goal game now and lots to do. A little over 6 minutes left in the second period.
Armbruster busting in, centering pass across off the sledge. That time of Vint. Played around on the near side boards. It's held in. Vint racing after it on the far dot. He'll play it back to the point. Armbruster wiped out on the far boards. Played around to the near side. Racing after it is Gauthier. Held in by Armbruster. Tried to center it out front, had Vince sitting, but it's turned back the other way. And Devin Amy will head back for Toba. Into the zone, Vint had it get just ahead of him as it's back down into the Quebec zone. Armbruster throwing it back out front, right onto the tape though of Racine, who turns it over to the captain. Here's a shot, Rosello just wide. Rosello unable to get to it back at the point. It's still held in by Toba as they throw it back down in deep. And it'll be turned aside by Biselian. And we're going to get a penalty being called here on the near side corner. It's going to be a T-bone call with 4:32 to go here in period number 2 and a 3-0 Manitoba lead.
Yeah, and they're going to head to the power play now as Rafat got in contact with the Manitoba forward right here, coming across on Vint. So the 11's coming together, and the T-bone call will send Manitoba to the man advantage.
White gets it back to the point. Here's a wrister. That one lofted just wide from Armbruster. And all the way around and back down the ice. Roy will leave. White working our way through center. Shifty as she'll slide it across. That one gets caught under the blade of the defenseman. Still caught in the zone. Turning back on it. And Quebec Dev will have it in their own zone, and they will play that puck just out at center. Circling back at it, Alyssa White throws it near side. Rosello lets one fly. That one turned aside by Biselian. Rebound, side of the goal, score! There he is once again. Elijah Armbruster with the 3rd of the morning. He's got a hat trick. He's got 3 of the 4, and he cannot be stopped. Rosello the dump in, losing her stick. Biselian trying to corral it back. Armbruster, other ideas as he swipes in and bangs it home with a power play.
Just that extra little effort to get there first to that puck bouncing off the end boards, and great anticipation by Elijah Armbruster And a hat trick for him now. And a 4-0 lead for Team Manitoba.
So Armbruster rolling here once again against Quebec Dev, and the two brothers had quite the turnout. It was his brother actually with, what did he have, 3 against Quebec Development in the first game they played, and then
yeah, he did. This
time it's the forward Elijah with 3. So the Armbruster brothers on fire here, as here they come again. Armbruster slides it across. Delorier into the zone, wiped out, held in. Armbruster a break. He fires just wide. He gets the rebound back. Here's White, tight angle shot, stop made by Bisselian, and it'll be cleared by Quebec.
Another grade A scoring chance, just able to walk in. Delorier gained the zone entry, and picking that puck up, the loose one was Armbruster, and just missing wide. He had that left side of the cage open against Bisselian.
Isaiah Armbruster works it along the far boards, lofts one just wide of the goal. Back around to the far side. Delorier digs it free for Armbruster. Armbruster out front. Delorier shot block. Rebound laying out front. And it'll be cleared as Armbruster back out at center for it. Armbruster cuts the edge. Nifty little move through center. Here he comes. Armbruster flying by all the defenders through everybody. Fires just wide. That would have been a thing of beauty from Isaiah Armbruster, but he couldn't hit the net as he goes for a change.
Did absolutely everything right to get through at least 3 or 4 Quebec Development defenders, and just missing that right side of the net. Not by much. Trying to get his first goal of this game.
Here's a spring pass, and Gauthier, not enough steam. It'll roll right on goal, and covering Logan Bilodeau with just under a minute to go in the second period, in a 4-0 Manitoba lead here over Quebec Development. We spoke to Joe Labonte yesterday on the broadcast in the last game, Nolan. We talked about it off the top. If you want to catch just a great interview, go back and watch that last game from last night between Toba and New Brunswick, and just listen to Jean talk and his passion, and a former player, a gold medalist, a Team Canada legend, now coaching. It's come full circle for him. And he also spoke just how impressive it is that Team Quebec has 2 teams here this weekend, and it's just exciting for the program, he said, and he's so happy to see the growth in the sport. And again, this is the development team for Quebec. Their A team is 2-0, as here comes Manitoba back into the zone. Working around, a centering pass, intercepted. Good stick there by Diot. But again, just so impressive that they're able to build 2 teams and 2 teams that can compete with this level of play. And again, they've worked hard. They've played some good sledge here this weekend, as there's a big hit into the far side boards.
Yeah, they've had flurries of what we can see from this Quebec Development team that have been very positive. Just, you know, are going to be a little unhappy with the results so far this weekend, but you can't discredit the effort they've put in these 3 games that they've played. And like you said, first time ever that a province has had 2 teams in this tournament, and it's something Quebec and their program for para hockey should be very proud of.
Absolutely, and one of the best in Jean Labonte leading the charge over in Quebec. where sledge hockey just continues and continues to grow. And after 2 periods of play, Noah, a 4-0 Manitoba lead, and it's 18. Mr. Armbruster, he's led the charge for Team Toba. He's got 3, he's got the hat trick. And after 2 periods of play, it's Manitoba on top here, looking to move to 2-1 this weekend in their 3rd game of the 2024 National Para Hockey Championships here in Port Colborne. We will step aside and take a quick break here, and we'll be back for period 3. Toba on top here, 4-0 over Quebec Development.
I say the strength of the program is just its variety. Whether you're looking to go radio, television, or film, there's always something for everyone. And even inside those specific streams, there's anything you could possibly want. You could direct, you could do audio, you can tape cables down if that's what you like. There's always something for everyone.
This program not only prepared me with the vast skills of editing, television production, the foundations I really need, but I think it really provided me with a strong work ethic in order to complete programs, deadlines. You know, with live television specifically is one of those things where, you know, you don't have opportunities to take breaks. It's really that foundation to what the real world is like in the world of television.
The program does an amazing job of preparing us for real life. Hands-on cameras, hands-on like you're in a real radio station. Through 3 years, that's massive. And a lot of programs don't offer that, but the first day you're in NC, you're in the labs, you're on the radio, you're touching electronics, you're touching microphones, you're getting to know all the technology, and it's great. They really prepare you for that real life scenario, right? So as soon as you step out the door of NC, you can go work at a radio station, you can go work at a news station and know what to expect because you've been there before.
I love the facilities that we get to work in. I love that I get to, you know, sit in this radio lab and look at these boards and like be in the industry. Every day I come to school, I really feel immersed in my education.
I find the teachers here are very helpful. They do care about everything they do. They always try to push you in the right way to do better. And as long as you put some kind of effort into your work and show that you care, they will be behind you and support you to make sure you succeed.
I love my teachers. I think that they are like the driving force of this program. I think they care about each student so much.
I think one of the big things that I take away from the college is really about the staff, the instructors, the professors that work here. They really care about the students and their success. And I think that really resonated for me when I was here and also when I left here, which is one of the reasons why, you know, I like to come back and kind of give back to the students that are here now.
We've had a ton of different opportunities and great opportunities. For example, Canada Games. I had an opportunity to do some play-by-play for that for baseball and volleyball. So that was a pretty cool opportunity for me. As well as doing the college sports games, I do a lot of play-by-play for that. Volleyball, basketball. So that's a really good opportunity some of the opportunities that I've got being part of the program.
The 1-1. And that ball's ripped into right center field. That'll get down, and that's going to get past the right fielder and roll all the way to the wall. Rounding third base is McDonald. He'll score. It's a double. And BC, just like that, is within one.
Force a turnover. Here's Stewart. Euro step to the basket. Reverse. Count it.
What a finish.
And the foul. Stewart, another turnover on Sheridan. Mitchell, heat check. She got it. Oh my, Taryn Mitchell.
Your time is now. You're ready for your next big step. Niagara College is a proven leader among Ontario colleges. Our students are prepared to succeed and drive innovation locally and around the world. Our supportive student culture and state-of-the-art learning facilities help you achieve your dream. Choose academic excellence. Choose experiential learning. Choose career success. Choose Niagara College today. Visit niagaracollege.ca/apply. Your time is now. You're ready for your next big step. Niagara College is a proven leader among Ontario colleges. Our students are prepared to succeed and drive innovation locally and around the world. Our supportive student culture and state-of-the-art learning facilities help you achieve your dream. Choose academic excellence. Choose experiential learning. Choose career success. Choose Niagara College today. Visit niagaracollege.ca/apply. Your time is now. You're ready for your next big step. Niagara College is a proven leader among Ontario colleges. Our students are prepared to succeed and drive innovation locally and around the world. Our supportive student culture and state-of-the-art learning facilities help you achieve your dream. Choose academic excellence. Choose experiential learning. Choose career success. Choose Niagara College today. Visit niagaracollege.ca/apply.
back inside this morning here in Port Colborne, the Valley Health and Wellness Center. 2 periods gone, 1 to play here in our first game of day 2 of the Natties in the Para Hockey Championships. 4-0 Team Manitoba leading Quebec Development, and it's really because of number 18, and he's got 3 goals here on the morning.
Yeah, hat trick for Elijah Armbruster, matching his brother's performance in the first round of this matchup when these two teams faced off in that lopsided 10-1 win for Team Manitoba. And so far it's been a lot of the same. Just so good at anticipating that puck, that bounce off the backboards, able to get there first and score that power play goal for Team Manitoba. And a little bit of slow start. They got that goal near the end of the first period to make it 2, and they matched that in the second frame, now leading by 4, and I don't see them turning back anytime soon.
They've been on a roll here, and they're looking to go 2-1 here. They got 15 minutes to go, and for Quebec Development, look to make a push on offense here as it's been quiet for them through 2 periods of play. Noah Vogel alongside myself, Alec Murray on the call with you for this one, as it'll be played up and out at center. A race for it. White's got speed. She's in after it. Both 15s go crashing into the boards. Armbruster skates it down low. He'll play it off the backboards. Turn aside. Bissalion back below her own goal line. Back around to the near side. It's held in by Team Manitoba. Still trying to jab it at that corner. White springs it free, and big hit up in the Quebec zone, but it's out at center.
And we're going to delayed penalty. Another T-boning call.
Well, it was that hit along the near side boards, and we have a good look at it, it looked like, as that one caught him on the near side boards. Take a look, watch here, and just coming in for that puck, and bang, Armbruster gets, or that wasn't Armbruster, sorry, it was Henry Bergen gets crushed right in the cross section, and Toba back to the power play where they're 1-for-1 here this morning. Quebec's got too many men on the ice here. And almost a delay of game for Team Quebec. That shot right off the face-off, they score! And that took a whole 6 seconds right off the dot. And it's 22, finding his first of this hockey game. Isaiah Armbruster right off the draw, fires it, scores. Right high blocker.
I mean, I feel like it was inevitable for Isaiah Armbruster to get on the score sheet in this game, and just too much space. Look at all the room on your screen, and you see the Manitoba superfan. He's got a can and some sticks today. He's been making a lot of noise this morning, and rightfully so. His team's up 5-0.
Well, Mr. Armbruster in the stands here for this one, made the trip down from Manitoba. We talked to him this morning, and he's got to be one happy. Pops up in the seats here in Port Colborne this morning, as that'll be down the ice for icing on Team Quebec Development. Off the face-off, that one will roll right on and be covered by Bissalion. Loose puck up in the high slot. It'll be played to the near side boards. Battled for it on the near side. Turned up by Manitoba. Turned back the other way. Could be a jump here for Racine. Racine in on a break. Armbruster comes back in and gets rid of that chance. Quebec will hold the zone though. Working it back to the point. Davies lets it fly. Blocker save made by Bilodeau. Another one back to the point. That one takes a deflection off the far side. It'll be picked up by Manitoba. And Teal Roy will get that puck out at center. Circled back around at center and fired back into the zone. In wide of the Manitoba net, back around to the far side. Here's another shot coming through. That one's blocked out front. Another one, tight angle shot. That's a great save by Bilodeau. Point blank as he steers it aside. Holding it in the zone though, still pressuring. Raymond works in. Dishes near side, back into the slot, across a pass into the sledge of Leans, and he will play it off the near boards, and they'll tap that puck out and off to the races. Here we go on the far side, motoring down the far boards into the zone is Calderola, but he's turned back up the near side. Hitting at center. Davies into the high slot, fires, glove save made. Logan Bilodeau, and he hangs on. It's a lot tougher than it looks. Bilodeau able to hold his ground and hang on as Davies walks right in looking for that top corner. Bilodeau says, no, sir.
Yeah, the ability to, while moving backwards, stay upright and keep your glove high and make a great save. We saw that one moments before. He was able to turn his sled sideways to block that puck from going underneath, blocking it with the blade. Bilodeau's look strong so far.
There's another shot toward
Quebec
the net.
development scoreless.
That one blocked aside. And laying down and on top of it is Bilodeau as he makes yet again another save. 11:14 to go in period 3. It'll be played down the ice in Quebec, and that one will go icing on Manitoba with 10:49 to go here, period 3. All Manitoba in this one, as they'll win the draw back to the point. Held in the zone by Davies. He'll flip it off the far boards, but Rosello will force that puck out. Could be a 2-on-1 here for Manitoba if he's got the wheels. Into the zone, but Vint jumps the gun, and he's just offside into the Quebec zone. Played up on the near side. It'll be fired down into the zone. Back for Davies. Hockeys will whip that thing off the boards. That's going to go down for icing on Team Quebec. Well, we talked about Manitoba's great presence here, and Sir Armbruster in the crowd here this weekend, and we talked to him earlier about his sons. We said they got 3 here on the team. They got 5 overall, and he's got to be a pretty proud props here this afternoon, or this morning, I should say.
Yeah, and I'm sure he would have made the trip anyways to come and support his 3 sons here, but they put on a show and certainly made it worthwhile, and very proud dad in the stands to see Manitoba have so much success so far in this tournament.
Almost could have been a break for Team Quebec, but just unable to get to it as Raymond was turned back.
Some pushing and shoving away from the puck there. Armbruster got tied up.
He'll play it to the far side boards, and it'll be picked up by the aforementioned Armbruster. Isaiah's got 1. It's been Elijah's morning. He's got 3 in a 5-0 Team Manitoba lead. Picked up on the near side boards. Racine back for it in the zone. She left it behind in the corner, and Armbruster trying to take that puck free. Great look down in that corner as it's back up and down the ice. It'll be icing if it's wide of the goal, and yes, just by a couple of inches. Icing on Team Manitoba. Here's Elijah right there. Hat trick in this one. And boy, as the tournament continues on, Team Manitoba may be one of those teams you expect to see during a Sunday game at some point, Noah, and you know they'll have their fingerprints all over it as he wins that faceoff. Played around down the ice, and a race for it now. Who's got more speed to Laurier? Armbruster busting in, got White out front, centering pass, save is made. Bisselian got across and is able to cover as she makes her best save of the morning. It's a 2-on-0. Look at the speed.
So much power and able to just get by the defender. Perfect pass. A lot of net to shoot at, and White wish she had that opportunity back, but credit to Bisselian, stayed big in her goal and was able to make the pad save.
Face off down in the corner, and it'll be won back by Quebec Development. They'll flip it up. White holds the zone. Back around, up top, and that puck will off to at center. We'll spin it back up. Here's Armbruster again. Just knocked off his stride, gets it right back. Armbruster into the zone, drops it off White, gets it back out front, and unable to get that puck out of the stick of her teammate to Laurier. It'll be flipped out at center. Now here we go. Quebec now the other way. Sharon Billot will fire that puck down in deep into the Manitoba zone, but White back on it quickly for Team Manitoba. She'll stick that aside for Armbruster. He'll play it up off the boards and out of the zone. Quebec's going to be offside, as they could not settle that bouncing puck. Well, that's a face-off comes in the neutral zone. Huge shout-out this weekend, BT Blade Tech Hockey. And they're going to be rewarding each team MVP after this weekend. Every team's going to have an MVP voted on by the other head coaches in the other teams. And each team MVP this weekend will go home with a new set of Blade Tech hockey blades. And again, so many people doing so many different things. it takes a lot, and sponsors aren't just money and all that. No, it's time, volunteers, and again, items like this Blade Tech has done here, and one of the best in the game for sledge hockey blades, Blade Tech. And you can email them at jeff@bladetechhockey.ca or call them at 647-808-6923. And a huge shout out once again to Blade Tech Hockey for supporting our MVPs this weekend. And if you're here in Port Colborne and around the rink here at any time this weekend, they're actually set up. They got a little booth set up just on the walkway outside of the rink, as that one will roll in. Almost finding its way through Quebec development, that close to striking first for the first time in this hockey game. But again, Logan Bilodeau able to fall back on top of it and cover before it crosses the red line.
Just a bit of a weird situation there for Bilodeau, but able to find that puck and get over top of it, stop it for a face-off.
Off the face-off, it'll be bouncing back out front. Look out, it had to be sharp there. Here goes Armbruster. Armbruster off on the far side. He's into the zone, onside. Armbruster, nifty little move, far circle. Try to cut to the middle, jumps it off. There's a shot blocked out front. Held in the zone, that shot whistled just high by Teal Roy. It'll come around to the near side boards, throwing it back out front, deflected on goal, loose puck! But Biselian gets the whistle. She tried to cover that puck, it squirted free, but it had covered just long enough.
A quick whistle at that, and the chance before, after Isaiah Armbruster lost that puck, kind of squirted out for his teammate, but in that same play, Armbruster fell in front of Biselian. I think blocked that shot in front of her. You could see him get a little tap on the back from the goaltender saying, thanks for saving that one for me.
Absolutely, and the faceoff will be won back by Quebec Development. And that'll go down for icing. Another sponsor hit, Brock University. Another one of these very important sponsors. They've opened their dorms up to a lot of these players, a lot of these teams. And a huge shout out to BU Brock for doing so again. Having a tournament like this, Noah, it's you got a lot of people to find places and rooms for, and Brock University helping out with that, and they're proud to support the National Para Hockey Championships, and they want to wish best wishes to all the competitors this weekend here at the Valley. So again, Brock University, thank you for being such a big part of this weekend. As here's Armbruster, a centering pass, loose puck laying in the crease, crashing it. Biselian finally able to find it and cover up for a draw. 5:43 left in the third. Let's take a look at it. A little bit of trouble, Noah, but she's finally able to find that loose puck and cover it up.
Well, falling down, Armbruster is able to flip that puck in front and create a little bit of carnage in the crease of Biselian, but like you said, just had a hard time finding initially, but does so and covers up for a face-off.
Off the draw, rolling puck in the slot. It'll be picked up and dumped out of the zone by Dupont. Fired around to the far side boards, and there's a solid hit around the far. It'll be played up and out at center. Turned on that far side, trying to clear the zone. It'll be held in by Team Manitoba. Kellerola gets tied up on that far hash mark. Pass comes rink wide. It'll be picked up by Pacheco. They'll fire it down the ice and a race for it. Teal Gallant. Just out of his reach. Tight angle shot coming through, and it'll be gloved down by Bilodeau for a faceoff.
Both teams getting full line changes here in event. Again, for Quebec development, they're gonna play 2 games out of the 3 this morning. So only 1 game's rest in between now and their final game when they take on New Brunswick.
Center, it'll be turned back the other way as here goes Armbruster again on the near wing. Armbruster able to keep possession of that puck after he took a hit. Centering pass out front, just rolling off the stick of Delorier. What a find by 18. Point. That one lofted high toward the net, blocked out front. Huneau in the corner, can't dig that puck out of the zone. It'll roll back to the corner. Armbruster with 3 already on the morning. He'll spin it back to the point. Weens walks in, that one goes to the front of the goal, blocked. Tie up forward in the middle. That puck finds its way through below the Quebec goal. Armbruster in after it. Getting there first is Davies. Armbruster works that puck out front. It'll roll on Basilion, and she will hold on with under 3 now to go here in period number 3 of game 1. Deep into the zone. Up top to the point. Held in by Quebec. High slot. Here comes a shot right on. Bilodeau the save. Loose puck out front. Bilodeau is down. And he's got them both. Logan Bilodeau. 2 outstanding saves for Manitoba. Let's take a second look, because oh boy, it is worthy. As Ramp, that one stopped, rebound. That glove's been hot this morning for Mr. Bilodeau.
And just so much space to glide into for Rafad, and a good shot on. Bilodeau fights off the first one, and Gauthier right there on the doorstep for the rebound, and he was quite frustrated after not finding the back of the net there, but props to Logan Bilodeau stretching out once again with the glove to make a huge save.
Here they come again, tight angle, shot goes high. That one might have glazed the crossbar. Quebec development coming on strong here in the final 2. Peyton Fergie around to the far side, and they'll get it out. Armbruster will let it slide up at center. Calderola up along the far side boards. Quebec back for it. Calderola around to the far boards, racing in, able to hold the zone. That's a great jump by Vergie. Drop pass back. There's a shot turned aside by Biselia. Calderola takes that puck free. Rosillo. And it's turned back the other way by Quebec. As it'll be played off the boards, and Quebec race for it to Paul. And Fergie's going to get back with ease. Sorry, that's Jared Lane's back from Manitoba. picked up, and here comes Team Toba once again. Racing down along the near side boards. That pass comes out. Vent gets it. Rosello holds, trying to get a shot off. He fanned on it as they clog up the middle of the ice. Here they come once again. A shot from Vint. That one's blocked. Back to the point it comes. Weens throws it back out front, and it's picked up by Team Quebec with 30 seconds to go. And they'll loft it out at center. Peyton Fergie back for it on the near side boards as he gets run into by Villalobos. Team Manitoba will loft that puck out at center. Davies will head back for it.
10 seconds, 10.
Under 10 now to go, under 5.
Go!
And that will do it for this first game here on a Friday morning. Team Toba takes it 5-0 over Team Quebec Development. And it was all Manitoba in this hockey game. Logan Bilodeau was perfect. You called it actually before the game. You said, I think Manitoba has got this one, and I think Bilodeau is going to have a very good game. And I think you actually called the shutout for Bilodeau. You said it right before we hopped on the air. It's exactly what happens, Noah. Bilodeau, the shutout, he made a couple of grade A saves. At the end of the day, though, it comes down to those two brothers. And Isaiah Armbruster had the 5th goal. He had 1 on the morning. Elijah, though, 3 for the hat trick and 4 of the 5 goals coming from the last name, that is Armbruster. And it's going to become a household name here pretty soon.
Yeah, and it's pretty much what we expected coming into this one. We knew they were going to show up and put on a show, and 4 out of the 5 goals. Rosello getting the 5th, the captain for Manitoba. And for Quebec Development, didn't have a lot of chances in those first 2, but were able to put a little bit of pressure on Bilodeau in that final frame. The last couple minutes was, had a lot of action in front of him, and he was able to fight it off. And like you said, keep that shutout for Team Manitoba. And we take a look at some of these highlights from that 3rd period. Bilodeau, when called upon, which was
quite often in the 3rd period, though.
It was. For the first 2, he was a little bit, left alone for a bit. But how about these saves? Able to turn the sled to keep that puck from going underneath. And this one, probably the best of the bunch. On the second opportunity, blocking Gautier's shot. And overall, a perfect performance from Manitoba, and they move to 2-1.
Well, you're exactly right. And the Armbrusters, excellent again this morning. Team Manitoba, hey, that's a big win for their tournament as they push to be playing on a Sunday. Manitoba moves to 2-1 for Quebec Development. Very hard-fought battle. That was their best game, I thought, of the tournament. Noah, quick thought on that.
Yeah, I agree. I think, again, we talk about their first period performances. They seem to come out of the gates well, and in that second and third, not until later in the third, they were able to actually get some scoring opportunities. I think that's something they can carry into their last game, but it's going to be another tough one facing off against Jacob LeBlanc and New Brunswick, which will be another tough matchup for them to finish off their tournament. We'll see how that one ends up. They'll be playing at the 1 p.m. game, so just a little bit later this afternoon, but we got a special one coming up next.
We got a very special one coming up next, and hey, you don't want to miss this one. We got a special pregame, we've just been told, so don't go anywhere. It may involve or may not involve Team Canada that just is coming off a big 2-1 win over the States. Hey, the kids are starting to file in here. It's going to be almost a sold-out crowd here in Port Colborne. Ontario and Quebec is coming up next here from Port Colborne. Day 2 of the 2024 National Para Hockey Championships here in PC. We'll be back at around 11 o'clock for Ontario and Quebec. For all of us here in Port Colborne, he's Noah Vogel. I'm Alec Murray. We'll see you in a bit.